of the coastal city of Mombasa. The Mombasa Commuter Rail Service is a timely, vital solution to some of the city's most pressing challenges. For far too long, passengers commuting between the Mombasa Central Business District and the Standard Gauge Railway SGR terminus at Miritini have endured congestion, delays, and the burden of unreliable road traffic. With this new service, journeys will be faster, safer, and more predictable. It will cut commuter time between Mombasa and the SGR terminal, reduce road gridlocks, lower accidents and costs, and provide residents and visitors with a modern, affordable, and reliable transport and travel option. I am aware that the train will stop at Miritini, Changamwe West, Changamwe East, Shimanzi, Mazeras, and Mombasa CBD. By serving these vital routes, the service will decongest the city, enhance productivity, and make daily commuting easier for thousands of people. That is why today's commissioning is a landmark occasion for Mombasa, the coastal city, and the entire nation. Ladies and gentlemen, this event is also of great historical significance. Here at Kilometer Zero, the Kenya-Uganda Railway began nearly 130 years ago. From this very point, the so-called Lunatic Express carried the promise of modernization, trade, and integration into the interior, reaching Kisumu, then known as Port Florence, in 1901, and Kampala in 1931. Today, Kilometer Zero once again makes history as the place where modern Kenya's transport revolution begins again. For the first time since the commissioning of the SGR in 2017, passengers can start their journey in Mombasa town itself, seamlessly connecting to the Madaraka Express and beyond. The rehabilitation of the 13.8-kilometer meter gauge railway from Kilometer Zero to Miritini, together with the construction of the 2.8-kilometer link to the SGR, has finally closed a gap that separated the city of Mombasa and rail. Today, that gap is closed forever. This link matters because it provides the much-needed fast and last-mile connection for commuters, visitors, and tourists. With a daily capacity of up to 5,000 passengers, it will ease pressure on roads and enhance the commuting experience while making the Madaraka Express more accessible and convenient for all. Distinguished guests, efficient, safe, and sustainable transport is the backbone of a strong economy. By shifting more passengers from road to rail, we lower maintenance costs, cut emissions, and make our transport safer. We also strengthen Mombasa's position as a hub for trade and tourism, while reinforcing Kenya's role as the gateway to the East African Continental Free Trade Area, a market of 1.4 billion people. Let us also remember that rail is not only efficient, but it is also safe. With an average of 2.6 million people already using the Madaraka Express each year, this commuter link will boost passenger numbers, improve safety, and save lives by reducing road carnage. In the bigger picture, this project is part of our government's ambitious strategy to expand Kenya's rail network from Naivasha to Malaba through Kisumu and across the Lamu Port South Sudan transport corridor. The ultimate goal is clear: a Kenya and Africa seamlessly connected by safe, efficient, and sustainable rail. Ladies and gentlemen, the commissioning of the Mombasa Commuter Rail is more than a local convenience. It is a symbol of our past, a solution for our present, and a promise for the future. With this service, Kilometer Zero once again becomes the epicenter of Kenya's journey, not just the starting point of our history, but the launchpad of our modern economic destiny. And let me say this, nikizungumza kwa lugha yetu ya hapa. Kwanza, nataka niwapongeze wananchi na wakazi wa Mombasa. Niseme shukrani nyingi. Shukrani nyingi. Kwa sababu yale mengi tulikubaliana na nyinyi. Kwanza tulisema Mombasa hii itakuwa ni mahali pa kufanyika biashara. My first commitment to the people of Mombasa was that we were going to reverse the decision that has been made to move rail services, to move port services from Mombasa to Nairobi. It was my first act when I got into office to reverse that decision, and today I can confidently say there is greater efficiency, there is increase in numbers in the efficient port of Mombasa. We have moved from 2012, we had the capacity and the numbers that moved through the port. Tulikuwa na TEUs 1.4 million. Today, 3 years later, the TEUs have moved from 1.4 million TEUs to now 2 million TEUs. And that is the reason why we are now expanding the port of Mombasa. I will be back here before the end of the year to start the expansion of the Mombasa port. The government of Kenya has committed another 41 billion shillings to expand the port of Mombasa so that we can make it much more efficient and we can make it bigger and better for those who are using the port of Mombasa. Kwa hivyo, kabla ya mwisho wa mwaka huu, kwa sababu ya yale mambo yameendelea katika port yetu ya Mombasa, mzigo zaidi inazidi kupitia port yetu ya Mombasa. Imeongezeka kutoka TEUs 1.4 mpaka sasa imefika 2 na ndio sababu hiyo tunarudi hapa kabla ya Disemba kupanua port ya Mombasa, na serikali ya Kenya tumeweka shilingi bilioni 41 kuipanua port yetu ya Mombasa, vijana wengi zaidi wapate ajira, mizigo nyingi iweze kupita port yetu, na tuwe na efficiency na capacity kubwa ya kusongesha mambo ya biashara katika taifa letu na wale wote wanaotumia port